Hey, welcome to Coffee and Candor. This is Chris.
Amber.
Brandy.
And Ross.
And we are here another rainy day in Arkansas, which is awesome. We haven't had sunlight
Just what we needed.
since like freaking August.
Now, hey, we got 7 days, man.
We did, and it only rained 3 of them. And it was in the morning, so.
And we were out of town for all 7, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so today, well, you know what? You do it.
We're going to talk about one of my personal pet peeves, which is frivolous, and the frivolous part matters. Frivolous GoFundMes or crowdfunding. You know, don't get me wrong, there are perfectly legitimate reasons to have a GoFundMe, and I think in theory they're great because, you know, it does allow us to, if a person or a cause really hits us in the gut, to support. But I don't know about you, but I know people that like take that GoFundMe thing and they just abuse the fuck out of it, and it just drives me nuts. It's like, the world is not your personal piggy bank. You know what I mean?
All right, so give us an example. What is a legitimate GoFundMe?
Okay, medical expenses. I mean, I've contributed to like somebody who, you know, they've fallen on hard times. They might not have insurance, or they might not have like qualify for short-term disability, be out of work.
The dog that got shot in Conway.
Oh yeah, he had one.
GoFundMe for his medical, medical bills.
This is sad, but I will give to a GoFundMe for an animal so much faster than a.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah.
I've done that on several occasions, like that Gus. Remember that dog that had the thing around his neck and his oh my god! Yeah. You know, I contributed to that. I did to the Reese's Fund. Animals pull my heartstrings like nothing else.
So here's an example of one that is not legitimate.
All right,
starting a GoFundMe to pay off your house.
No, that's
here's an
everybody
idea.
in the world has to deal with that.
But
why are you special?
At the same time, P.T. Barnum, there's a sucker born every minute.
Yeah,
you
that's
can get
a
bunch of
damn
other people.
fact.
If you can get a bunch of other people to,
but there is a sucker born every minute.
I think now there's a sucker born every second.
But I have to be able to live with myself when I'm putting on my makeup in the mirror, you know. And I just I can't panhandle. That's just
no. I can't.
And that's all that is. It's digital panhandling. I mean, you know, again, if it's something legitimate but like somebody tried to get Austin and Taylor to do one for their wedding, and I lost my shit. I was like, that is not a legitimate GoFundMe. We are not doing that. No.
Yeah.
That's just begging. And, you know.
When I saw that one about them trying to pay off their house, and it's like, look, assholes, well, how about you do it the old-fashioned way and just make your fucking mortgage payment?
Or get an extra... say you want to pay it off early. Get an extra job. Put all that, too. I mean, we've all been there, you know. There's always things that, I wish I had a little fund I could dip into every time I want something that my wallet doesn't account for, but that's just not realistic, and it's just... I
have one of those. It's called a credit card, but I got to pay that fucker off.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that really... It's not that, you know, GoFundMe, it's just like, I don't know. I get really annoyed when people want me to finance their lifestyles, and I see that a lot, and it makes me angry. It makes me really angry, because, like... To me, all it does is cheapen when there is something that is, you know, like a kid needing a medical equipment or, you know, God damn, I'll give it out all a day long, you know, but I just
to go on a vacation trip
or just bullshit stuff. Like,
didn't somebody have one so they could go on their fucking like their honeymoon or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
what in the hell?
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's just ridiculous. I like the. I like the way you put it, that it's digital panhandling.
It is. It really is.
No, you're absolutely right. But
or to fund, to fund your wedding so you can make it some
tacky.
big event.
That's tacky.
And really the thing is, you know, a wedding, you're not any more married than anybody else is.
Yeah, you know what?
Based on what you paid.
Our wedding costs like $100, and we've been married almost 30 years.
Yeah, ours cost whatever the justice of the peace charged,
exactly.
like $20.
Yeah,
rings, a new dress from Walmart. Justice,
and guess what? Ain't nobody more married than we all are.
Yeah, and we're coming up on 21 years.
Yeah,
we didn't need a $100,000 fucking wedding.
Matter of fact,
which is just like the weddings that cost this just mind-boggling amount.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? If I want to go have a party, I could take $1,000, throw one hell of a party, and save $99,000.
Well, and I mean, the most expensive wedding I've ever personally been to, I know for a fact that the divorce papers were filed before everything was paid for.
Wow.
Oh, I would be whooping someone's ass and be like, I had to finance this for 30 years, so guess what? You better be married for 30 fucking years.
Well, and I mean, I don't want anybody to live in an unhappy environment, but
That would be in the prenup. If you get divorced before I finish paying this off, you incur the remainder of the debt.
but at the same time, it sort of highlights the idiocy to me of these huge, big, fancy weddings. Yeah, it was a great party, but
that's all it was.
yeah, and it doesn't say anything about your level of commitment to each other, or anything about your value for each other, or how much your friends and family love you. I mean, they can celebrate with you on a shoestring and it'd be just as great. And
absolutely.
Yeah,
and nobody has to go in debt.
Using a GoFundMe to fund something like that, I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Well, not and this one I'm talking about. It was not a GoFundMe. It was just really expensive, but again, it didn't.
Maybe it should have been.
I don't know. That'd be a whole nother thing.
The bride's father starts wanting to pay that fucker off.
Yeah,
like I put this on a credit card, man.
Thank God we didn't have daughters, but because well, and y'all do have a daughter. What do you think you're going to face? I mean, I would.
I already told her what I'm not going to face. I'm not going to face a $50,000 wedding bill.
Well, I mean,
like I don't know how it is in other families, but we went to the JP. You can go to the JP, and we can have a nice little party afterwards.
Yeah, have a hell of a time. All of us pitch in.
Yeah,
and,
like you see
like
these.
We do,
you see these bridezillas, which make me want to.
Oh,
really question the groom's ability to make decisions.
I'm like, you want to live with that evil woman?
Well, you've seen them on whatever the fuck channel it is.
Yeah.
And they just, they lose their fucking minds. This is my month. Whoa, bitch, you are not the only person alive. Number two, you're not the one. I have to have this $50,000 DJ. Well, then why don't you fucking pull your checkbook out? I have to have caviar. No, the fuck you don't. We could, I almost said we could have Spam. That would be horrible.
Ew.
Yeah, wouldn't quite go that far, but you don't have to have caviar and the most expensive champagne. And we have to rent out this 50,000 square foot. No, you don't.
But the point is, those are wants, not needs.
Yeah.
You don't fund wants with a GoFundMe.
Yeah, and what they always... I've dreamed about this my whole life. Not a fuck you have not. What you started doing is dreaming...
I guess you should have been saving up your whole life.
Well, what they do is they dream about it after they see, some celebrity on TV that has it.
I guess I don't understand the whole wedding industry anyway, but I don't...
Well, you take a normal industry and quadruple the price, and that's what it is.
That I very much understand. But I guess I don't understand. If I was of marrying age again and was looking to do that.
Oh, don't underestimate yourself.
Well, I've got the one, and he won't let me have a brother husband, so.
I won't let Amber have one either. I can't have a sister wife. She doesn't get a brother husband.
Exactly.
That's the way it is.
I've been waiting to throw the brother husband card out. But anyway, but if I were looking and they were like, "Do you want to have this huge wedding or do we want to save?" And I'd be like, "Get it the down payment on a house."
Exactly.
Yeah,
Something that's really going to benefit you after that day's over.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than the pictures, you got nothing.
Yeah, you're spending. No, I'm sorry. What is it? The bride's father.
The bride's father usually.
The bride's father is spending 10 to hundreds of thousands of dollars for a party,
and that's really all it is.
For one day. I have a problem with paying $600 or $700 for a prom dress that's going to be worn once. You think I'm going to pay 20, 30, 40 grand for a party? Oh, no, fuck no.
And it makes me wonder, where all those expectations come from.
TV.
No, I agree.
So
TV.
I guess social media, TV, that sort of thing.
Well, it started out with shit like Keeping Up with the Kardashians
on
TV
or something.
Yeah, it was all of those types of shows, and then Bridezilla, or whatever the fuck the name of it is.
They keep advertising the premiere. Apparently, it's coming up, and the whole time I'm watching these,
I'll be sure to watch that.
I'm thinking, I don't care if we're at the church fixing to walk down the aisle. If she pulled that crap, I'm like, bye.
Yeah, because if that's how you're going to act to people, that are helping you
that are
out.
doing all this for you, trying to make your day.
How in the fuck are you going to act on a regular basis to someone that you're in close quarters with a lot?
Or when like garden variety married people shit goes wrong.
I wouldn't have any of that. It'd be like, it's kind of like the adage, you can tell how someone is by how they treat your waiter.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing, I've seen these girls just lose their shit for no reason at all.
Yeah. I never wanted a great big, like, church wedding, but I always envisioned, like, a beach wedding, barefoot, just a white flowy dress, lacy dress.
Yeah, mine was always real. I mean, I was just not a normal girly girl. Like, I didn't think about. Like, I always imagined some kind of bohemian shit. I'd just be like out in a field somewhere.
We almost got all of that, just not at the same time. I mean, we got married. You rarely wear shoes, and our backyard is kind of a beach because it's full of water right now. So you got
more like a mud pit.
Yeah.
We could wrestle.
Mud wrestle.
A four-wheeling in the backyard.
We don't have a four-wheeler, but we can wrestle.
Well, we can borrow. Austin has one. We can borrow it.
See,
he would help you out, but yeah, I know we got like sidetracked with the bridezilla, but it's all a symptom of the same thing.
Oh, definitely.
Because
it's this somebody else owes me.
Well, that and it's like people can't live inside their means, their bubble. It's if I have this next big thing or this next big destination, everything's going to be happy and fine, and that's really I don't know how to.
Well, see,
explain to people that's just not how that shit works.
You see people on Facebook and Instagram always showing these pictures and these videos, and you're thinking, oh, their life is so great. They're doing all this fun stuff. And if you actually know them behind the scenes, it's nothing like that.
Have you seen that thing where the girls will be taking pictures of themselves like in front of this gorgeous thing of flowers? Turns out they're at fucking Walmart.
What's the commercial? The guy's talking to his financial advisor.
Oh yeah, and he's got the fucking
I paid $8 for this goddamn pineapple.
I think it was a coconut.
Well, whatever.
Because apparently a pineapple means something different. Oh, you didn't hear that?
Well, I knew on the signs. I just didn't know drinking out of a pineapple meant.
I don't know. Maybe it means you
stick it in my holes. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. When we found that out all right. So apparently, if you have like a garden pineapple sign or whatever, that means you're a swinger. Well, we didn't know that. We had a little
we
flag.
Didn't.
I thought we had a flag that had a pineapple on it.
No, sir. I said, thank God we don't have anything in the yard that has pineapples on it.
Okay, well, thank God we didn't. Cause
well, all I know, and so Cabot must be
someone would have got an ass whooping.
Some freaky shit, because I do remember a lot of pineapple yards here in Cabot in the day.
Do you realize that at one point Cabot was like the capital of that?
Well,
capital
I guess
of the swinging.
Go big or go home, I guess. Got to be good at something.
Preferably just go home. Just go home.
Go to your house.
Yeah, don't go big.
I had a. Remember when our friend invited us to swing?
Yeah. Oh God.
And this was back in the day, and he was trying to like guilt us into swinging, and I was like, I don't think it works like that, but whatever. And he was like, but I just feel so much closer to them than I do you anymore. And I was like, well, duh, you're fucking them, so I guess you should feel pretty close, like biblically and shit. But
yeah, we had a couple of couples try that with us, and it's like I just don't think so.
It's like, well, we could do that, but then I'm going to have to kill you because you touched my man's pee-pee, and now we all have to die.
Yeah, and then there's the jail and all of that.
Yeah, they're going to want to put me in jail after I kill somebody.
Yeah, more than likely.
It was bad on base here.
Oh my God!
Well, I'm sure I've always heard that like. Mm-hmm. In the military, that's a big thing. Mm-hmm. Probably why Cabo is so big. All the
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, on base it's even worse though. But
hell, there was that girl down the street from us when we lived on base who was arrested for selling meth.
No, she was turning tricks
herself in order to buy
crack. I thought it was
or something.
She sounds attractive.
Yeah.
Like if you're prostituting yourself for meth, I'm just getting the goddamn...
Well, no. From what I understand, she was hooking. So her husband, who was the military member, could buy the crack.
Well, I was just getting this middle picture.
You ain't got to worry about.
Not pretty.
Yeah, well, you ain't got to worry about teeth. That's for sure. So
it's like I posted a meme the other day. Public service announcement: if your meth dealer has all their teeth, they the popo.
That's true. That's true. So, do we want to talk about the college admission scandal?
I think, yeah, sure. I think that's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Why? All right. So let's say what the scandal was first.